it got to the point where I was like missing doing bad shows even. Like I was thinking, I had fond memories of this one time where I went on stage and the fire alarm went off. And it went off for 40 minutes. And the crowd, or the club employees acted like there was not a fire alarm going off. So I just performed through it for 40 minutes, acting like it was part of my act. You know, the crowd's like, this is weird and loud, but okay. And then I go in the green room after, and the manager's just sitting there really nervous. And I'm like, what's going on, man? Is there a wiring issue? And he goes, nah, dude, we got a huge fire. I was like, okay, that sounded like present tense one. I was like, why didn't you get me off stage? And he goes, yeah, that's what the fire department's been saying too. I didn't know that you could turn down the fire department. Like just, you know, we got baking soda, it's fine, go ahead. Like, so I'm like, why didn't you get me off? And he goes, well, to tell you the truth, I was about to get you off stage. Then I saw how much fun you were having, and I decided that's how you'd want to go. I was like, really, man? I've known you for an hour, and you think you can make end-of-life decisions for me? You think you have power of attorney over me? Also, how dare you think that was the peak of my life? Easily the worst show I'd ever done, and he's like, just let him go. His family will understand. Let him go out on top. So then after the show, I'm in the bar area. This woman who was there comes up, and she's talking to me. A couple minutes into the conversation, she asked me where I went to college. And I said, George Mason, and she put her thumb down in my face and just starts going, boo! And I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, I went to Florida. Like I'm supposed to know what that means? Only thing I could think of is like half of the news stories out of Florida are like, man eats his weight in snakes. So I'm like, okay, this is just weird Florida stuff. This is... expect it. And then she just goes, we beat you in the Final Four? I was like, oh, okay. First of all, neither of us played in that game, all right? Like, I know I didn't play in the game, and I think I would remember if a 5'2" woman played in the men's Final Four. Like, that sounds newsworthy. Like, I think I would remember that. Also, like, it was 15 years ago. Like, it's a borderline historical event. That would be like if every time I met a British guy, I'm just like, boo! He's like, what's that for? I'm like, the events of Braveheart, all right? I haven't even seen the movie, but I'm told the reference checks out. So she got defensive, and she was like, well, you know, the University of Florida is known as the Harvard of Florida. She was like, no, it's not. Also, weird brag. That's like saying, did you know that pizza rolls are considered the lobster of the frozen food section? So, it's like, it's true, but like, you know. And then she asked me if I went to grad school anywhere, and I got to lay it on her. I was like, yeah, I actually went to Harvard, which is not true at all. I just wanted to be able to say, or as we called it, the Florida of Massachusetts. She's like, yeah, I've heard that.